Hey guys, it's Jessica of Scrap Fabulous. I am playing along with the Let It Snow YouTube hop. And I actually forgot to add the sketch that I used, but it was one that I found on the Hip Kit Club Facebook group. And it was this sort of where you're using that inside of the circle, which I just fell in love with. However, I like the Hip Kit Club's. I don't remember who did it, but I really like their layout way better than how mine turned out, but that's okay. And so some of this paper, I think all of it I actually got from the Hip Kit Club. I don't remember who makes it. I can't remember if it's actually Hip Kit or if it is something else. I want to say like crepe paper, but unfortunately I do not remember. Anyway, I sprayed it with some really old misty kind of spray, and it's called Marshmallow, but it comes out kind of a clear, sparkly. So I also used that lipstick pink just for a little bit of dots, and then I used some white acrylic paint to do some splatters, although they also turned out a little bit like with splashed lines. And so a little background, I thought that I wouldn't be able to participate in this hop because we don't get a lot of snow. And we ended up getting a surprise snowstorm Monday morning. So I took some pictures. Now the picture isn't that great, but it really was that kind of gloomy outside, and we got, I think, 10, 12 inches, which is rare for us. So it was wonderful because I love the snow. However, a lot of people lost power. We were fortunate enough to not lose power, but one of our trees in the front yard actually came down, which is kind of good. It was already dead, so it kind of needed to come down. But, and we got really lucky that it didn't go across the road, which is what I was afraid of. And I'm probably going to scrapbook some of those pictures later, because I took pictures of that, and my daughter's boyfriend went outside to check it for me to see if we needed to pull it. However, I don't know why I was thinking that we'd be able to pull it. That's a huge tree. But we got lucky and it wasn't. So anyway, so I am putting a few layers behind the picture. I wanted to add as much color as possible to this since the picture is kind of gloomy. That's what I did, and I roughed up the edges with that Tim Holtz tool. And now I think I'm going to be looking for some stuff. Let's see, what was I looking for? Oh, I know, I kept trying to find another color to put behind the picture, and I don't even think that I end up adding another layer. I don't have the layout in front of me. I am actually chilling out with my granddaughter. She's sleeping. So I try to add this kind of, I don't know what color that would be considered, kind of a dark yellow, and I end up not using that either, I don't think, but yeah. So I think I finally give up and I'm like, forget it, I'll just use what I have. So I'm going to pop it up on some fun foam. Oh no, I think I do add that little bit. So I've had that paper for a long time. It's a 6x6 pad. I just add that little piece to it. So now I'm just going to build around it. And I have all these pieces from the Hip Kit Club that I wanted to use, but you're going to see me kind of struggle a little bit. And I keep wanting to add more. That little word piece that I picked out says my favorite because snow is definitely my favorite. And I pick out a heart, and that's it. And then I think I pick out a few florals. Oh yeah, I pick out this tree because, you know, there's a tree in the picture. And what else do I pick out? I think I want to pick out that house, but I end up not using it. I have these wood snowflakes. So now I'm going to go look for a box to put down on my desk. And I think I'm going to use this Felicity Jane one. And then I'm like, no, I think I'm going to end up using that box to give a gift to my youngest son because he really likes black and white stripe. So I end up doing it the messy way on my desk, which I probably shouldn't have, but I did. And I used this spray, and then some of that spray. And then I find these other two smaller wood pieces, and I just spray them with the marshmallow. And then I set it aside to dry, and I wipe up my table, and now I'm back at it to look for ephemera. And really trying to stick to just the colors that I have. I really love when I see people do all these like clusters of, you know, florals and all this good stuff, and I seem to struggle at it. But that is what I'm doing here. I hope everyone is enjoying the hop and perhaps playing along, and that you'll go and look at the other videos and perhaps hit subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. That would be wonderful. I'm now adding some of those chipboard. Oh no, I'm going to go back to the snowflakes. And then I think I'm going to have that yellowish snowflake up there. Later I end up pulling it off. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. It probably could have been fine, but that is me. That is my process. So here I'm just gluing things down. Oh, and here I'm going to go to the chipboard pieces. I love these pieces, y'all. I really like to... I've found a newfound love with using frames for shaker pockets. And I thought that I might do a shaker pocket on this one. I end up not. But now that I think about it, I could have at least added some sequins. That would have added some sparkle. Oh, wait, I do. At the end, I add some snowflake sequin kind of pieces. And that adds some sparkle. Okay, so I've picked out the pieces from there. And now I'm going to struggle with, okay, what do I want to put on those holes? Because I did not want to dig through my ribbon. My ribbon is a mess, y'all. I really need to get it organized. I've moved things around in my office yet again, partly because I am going to start watching my granddaughter some mornings because my daughter went back to work part-time. So I wanted to fit her pack and play in my scrap room comfortably so that she has her own space and I have my own space and we can hang out together. So I had to move things around, and so my ribbon kind of got stuffed in this like stool thing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to reorganize that so it's easier. Anyway, here's those sequin snowflakes. As you see, I added another snowflake up at the top. I'm really not sure if I like that, but it's there and I've left it. And it'll probably stay because if I pull it up now, it's going to take off a big hunk. So anyway, I have these little puffy pieces from Hip Kit Club. So I just add a couple of those just to add a little bit more. And I think I'm just about done, and you will see just a still photo. Oh yeah, here I go looking for more, right? I can't remember what I was looking for. Maybe it was another snowflake. Oh, in the sketch there's like a piece that goes on the inside of that circle, but that's not going to happen with mine. Thank you guys for coming along, and I hope everyone is doing well, staying healthy, and finding some time to themselves, whether it be to scrap or to, just have some downtime. Oh, right. So now I'm also going to try to figure out what I'm going to put in that hole of that. Because again, I'm too lazy to dig through my ribbon. Oh, and then I think maybe I want to add some other pieces, that let it snow. Because I really wanted to put on there, like, I love snow. I end up journaling a little bit on the card that I end up adding, which is fine. I have so much Christmas stuff right now that I need to go through that as well and organize it. And it's, in there with snow stuff too. And so it's making it a little hard for me to find things because it's not organized yet. But I'll get to it. Oh, so then I find this piece that says winter on it, that card. And so I end up using that card instead of that puffy sticker. And here I think I'm going to use this bow. It's a Hip Kit Club bow. You're going to see me in a little bit pull that thing off and use it somewhere else. I made a mess of the sequins all over my page, so I had to shake them off. Yep. And here's where I'm going to use that card instead, because I know I want to journal just a little bit on there. Yeah, I really need to learn the lesson of don't glue stuff down until you know for sure. Unfortunately, it's not how I roll. Sorry, you're going to hear some barking. One of my dogs wants to go out. When the little dogs go out, he wants to go out, and he becomes quite a handful. Plus, one of our dogs is in heat, and so he wants to get at her, and he's way bigger than her, so we try to leave him in his crate when we take her out sometimes, because it could be quite a handful. I think I add that little bit of silver doily to add some sparkle to it. So here I'm going to move that bow. I don't remember if the bow ends up making it back on the layout. But right now, I am over in my section where I have like flowers and bows and stuff like that. And I'm looking for something to add there. And I end up finding a bag of blue stuff. And I'm going to end up adding a blue bow to that. And I might actually end up replacing the other bow to match. I can't remember. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now as I'm digging through. So here's one of the areas that I have my ribbon in. Only one. I have like three areas. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I got rid of a lot of ribbon. And when I say ribbon, like I have twine together and I have other stuff with it too. And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to replace them with these pre-made bows. I got those from AliExpress a while ago, and I love them because I struggle with making tiny bows. So I end up peeling that other little thing off of that snowflake, and then I find these, and they're like a real pretty pearl blue. So I'm going to add those. And then I think about those. I'm like, no. And then I dig through some of my enamel dots, and I find some other colors that will match. Yeah, the pink, and then I think I find that yellow too. And I add those, and I think that's gonna be it, y'all. But we'll see. So these tiny ones I struggle with because my nails are really long. I need to reach out to Rebecca Lockhart and see. She uses a tool to help her when her nails are long. And I need to get that tool. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Toodles.